Good morning, Muscle Car Corner. Here at Mecum this morning. Here for a couple weeks to bring y'all some videos on some cars. Just taking a look at walking through the back door, basically. Wow, I like this little Duster here. Nice. 340 wedge. First thing in the morning. I like that. Hopefully it's a 4-speed car. Oh yeah. Nice little 4-speed. Well, this thing's nice. It is a beautiful day today at Kissimmee, Florida. This is a real nice Duster. And I tried to get here early so I can get a leg up. Usually the first couple days, not many people come, so that's good for me so I can film some vehicles without a lot of people being around. So just wanted to bring you all some of these cars. There's going to be a lot of them. I have no clue how many there is, but it's going to be good stuff. We'll walk on through and preview a little bit of other cars under the tent. Nice little Stang 2+2. Real nice. That's a beautiful color combination on that. You don't see many of these cars silver. I hear cam rumbling. I think it calls me to take a look at it. Got some Ferraris. This thing's amazing.
The new edition.
Super cool. You don't see many of these cars pro streeted. That's nice. I like the meats up under the back of it. That's good stuff there. Boss 534. Pretty sharp. Basically take y'all on a walking tour of some of the cars that are coming in and get a look at some of the vehicles rolling in today. Well, it's About 57 and crisp and cool, low humidity. It's a beautiful time to be in Florida. It's a beautiful time to be in Florida looking at muscle cars for the next 2 weeks. That's what I'm talking about. This is a fun time for me. I just come on over and film and have a good time. I'll be previewing a lot of cars I like, as you know, but I'll bring a wide variance of vehicles. Here's one of the tents here we can take a gander at. I'm going to be bringing y'all some longer videos to get established. I put a lot of smaller 1 minute, 2 minute videos out, but I'm going to try to increase the time of videos so I can make some money with this thing. I need y'all's help. Get some subscribers for me. Nice little 383 Magnum 70 Challenger 383 car. Nice. Torque Flight. Real nice mock. They look different with white. Actually suits this car pretty well. Some cars look good white, some don't, and this one does look nice. 71 Mach 1. I always thought those cars were the ugliest. Back end on at the quarters, and now they actually look pretty good. So amazing what time does. Ooh, that old Mercury wagon. As you know, guys, I've done this whole thing by myself. It's taken me a year to get almost 2 million views. Apparently people like what I'm putting out there, so I want to bring it to you guys, and I got to up my game and see if I can get some longer videos to you guys this year. This is a really nice 66 Hemi Belvedere. You know, I'm a Mopar lover, and I just think this car is super sweet. It was the old man, gentleman's muscle car. These old Belvederes, they look, a lot of older people bought these things, 4 doors and whatnot, but sometimes the old people would order a 426 Hemi and check that box, and they didn't realize what they were getting until they got behind the wheel and stepped on the throttle. This color does this car no justice. This thing black would look amazing. It is a 4-speed. Nice. The old bench seat. The drive-in, you could get your girl up close, or you could be shooting down the road and pulling some gears and have her right by your side. This is kind of an oddball bunch of cars here. Now, I'll tell you what, look at that Mach 1 opposed to that one in white. These cars look good. Black. Ford lovers, here you go. 429 Ram Air Mach 1. That's sweet stuff there, boy. This car is really, really nice. Kind of a neat combination of colors on it from the factory. That's one thing I liked about these Mach 1s. I'll never forget driving one a buddy of mine had back in the 70s. And it had a Boss 302 4-speed and that Hurst shifter handle. They don't have it positioned properly. Really, you need to cock that thing over to the right and just make your hand feel a little bit more at home. And I tell you what, pulling gears, it makes a world of difference. That's what my buddy told me way back when, and I'll see what he's saying. Got quite a few Corvettes here. And I do like this C8R. I love these rag top. This looks like it's a 66 possibly, or 7. I love the hard top on them. They look so cool. I thought they were a better looking car, the hard top, the two-door hard top, or coupe rather. Marina blue, 427. This is the same exact car that our doctor had in town in New Smyrna. It was a 427, 400 horse, 3.2. They made 3 different motors with those carburetors, triples. I tell you what, that car just looks amazing in that Marina blue. It's amazing, these cars. A buddy of mine had one of these and I liked it. I love the styling, the color combo. But they were like 165 horsepower. GM should have been ashamed to put out such a beautiful Corvette with no horsepower. That was a sign of the times. Fuel injected. Ooh, that is nice. '61. Something about that black with a silver and a red interior. Just an amazing combination. Dual quad, 283, 245 horse, 4-speed. Wow, the odometer reads 14,000 miles. That's amazing. This car looks like it's possibly never been restored. It is a 14,000 mile car. Original interior. It's a South Carolina car. Take a look at that 2.4. Nice. This car shows a lot of originality. And it looks like whoever painted it put back a lacquer job on it. Looks like it's got lacquer on it. Some of the purists still want to put them back in lacquer the way they came. It's a lot of work. I sprayed lacquer for years back in the 70s. And a lot of wet sanding, a lot of buffing, a lot of respraying. That was the beauty of lacquer. You could have a scratch on a fender and just blend it in, and it'd be dry the next day and ready to run. This looks like Duesenberg, I think. Oh, it's a Cadillac. This thing is sweet. Wow. That's a lot of car right there, man. 1928. I can't believe that estimate. They've got to have close to that restoring this car. That's a strikingly wild color combination, orange and yellow. I don't know if that's factory. I presume it is. Early caddy. Look at that. Man, that's super cool. You had your own windshield in the back seat. In case the top was down, no bugs getting in your teeth. This thing was a sweet setup. Just so cool. Wanted to bring this thing to you. You don't see these too often. I can't believe it's only going to go for $250,000. Which it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of car. Take this thing out cruising on a sunny day with the top down. Nice. All right. Here we go. Let's get into some muscle cars. Heck with those Cadillacs. 64 GTO convertible. 389, 345 horse. Love me a GTO convertible. I wasn't a fan of the earlier convertibles. 66, 67, and then a 70 GTO convertible I love. So, never was a huge fan of the first GTO, but it's a cool car, and it started out one of the first muscle cars ever, so it does have a 4-speed. The Beach Boys made them famous. Oh, wow. A 406. 409, rather, excuse me. .430 horse. It's the Z11 parts. With experimental Z11 parts. Is it a Z11 car? Okay, it's not a real deal Z11. It's got parts on it to replicate a original Z11 car. That's a neat console, look at it. Wow. Nice little tack. These cars are screamers. Oh, that's something's really wrong there. My gosh. Somebody screwed up royally shutting this hood. Oh my gosh. These people gotta be livid. Man, sometimes you go to close these hoods, those hood hinges are not, they don't get used that much. They get bound. And if you go and force it and shut it down without coming back here and pushing down on it, that's what it can do right there. And they got the paint chipped and everything. That's a big problem. If I owned this car, I would make sure those hood hinges were oiled tremendously and they just closed with ease. That's a problem, a lack of maintenance or lacking the last part of the restoration. You got to make sure all that stuff's right. Doors lined up, strikers lined up, everything shuts properly. Because this has a pretty fresh paint job on it, looks like to me. Cool car. Do not start. It's a big old Packard. Wow. These cars had so much detail, so much fine workmanship, I guess I would say. I mean, everything's polished, all this brass. And it's even got an original clock on it. That's amazing. These cars are so far ahead of their time. Everything was perfect. Look at that. Looks like mahogany. You know, that box is just restored beautifully. Little single seat back here. That's kind of crazy. Where you put the kid back there. Hope he doesn't fly out. Look at that. Dual spares. Man, that's an amazing piece of work right there. Here we go. Now we're talking. Looks like it's 70 GTO Ram Air car. Love the color, love the stripes on it. Man, this thing is nice. It's a 400 4-speed, one of 168 produced. It's had a lot of concourse awards. I love coming on this Tuesday because there's not a lot of people and you can get a good look at the car and take my time. Let's take a look at the interior on this thing. Here's the original window sticker. It's a Kansas car. Assembly point was Fremont, California. This car with the options, a subtotal without options, 3607. Then you add on the Judge, $337. That comes with the Ram Air wheels, fiberglass tires, shifter. It does have a 4-speed. Rear spoiler, deck lid, side stripes, so on and so forth. All comes in that package for $337. That's crazy. You know how much money it took GM to build that and put all that in there? And they only charged $337. So it brings it down to $51,2263 for this 70 GTO Judge convertible. This car is probably worth, I don't know, what's the estimate on it? $250,000 to $300,000. Now, if you bought a couple of these and had them hang out in the garage till now, you'd be having a nice day. This car is restored. It's got a beautiful restoration on it. You can look at these factory seams and see they've never been touched. They're missing the door rubber. That's a problem. Makes it shut properly. Love this blue with the blue interior. And look at that. There's that 4-speed Hearst, and it is positioned properly. Now that's a proper position for a TL. Man, this car is nice. It's just a work of art. Door shuts nice. Man, I love this color combo. The white top even looks good on this. I'm not a big white top convertible guy, but it's pretty cool. Oop, here comes the Judge. That's what I'm talking about. Love the color of these stripes. Just this car is just 100%. Only a couple of things I saw, just minor things, but love the tires on it. That's what came on the factory. The wide oval Firestones GM used back then. Here we go, a beautiful 56 Nomad. Pure stock. This thing is just a work of art. If we could get it in the $80,000 range, it'd be even better work of art. But these cars are really bring a lot of money now. And this one's restored right, and it's just an amazing, amazing restoration. Look at the way that door shuts, just beautiful. They look tough with those hubcaps on it too. Well, let's head on through. Nice old Rolls Royce. Bunch of oddball cars in here. I'm real big on all these Rolls and whatnot. They're cool in their own right. They're a beautiful piece of workmanship. Wow, look at this. That's a factory color too on this thing. A 60 Chrysler 300F. Wonder what the F stood for. Fast? What do you think? Maybe top end. They did have a Hemi in them. I believe it was a 331 Hemi. Firepower. Yeah, here's what we're talking about. 69 Super B with a floral top. Oh, wow. Now this is cool. I'm going to come back and do a video on this one by itself. I love the floral tops on these cars. They are just amazing. It's good stuff there, man. Sign of the times. Flower power, baby. Peace. I love the color combo on this, and I don't think I've ever seen one with a mod top on it. Yep, that's just what I thought. It's the only one known to have factory green floral top. Like I said, I've never seen one. I've been around Mopars since the early 70s and never seen it before. And that makes this car super rare and super cool. One of 287 4-speeds. This thing's won a bunch of awards. Wow. You know, I've never had a A12 Super B. I sure would like to have one day. And this one really fits the bill. I just love everything about this car, man. It just speaks the times and the horsepower. And this color, I know was a huge fan, but man, I tell you what, I like it with this flower top on it. These cars were Hemi killers here, you know. They would get a Hemi car up until about 60-foot mark or so, and then that 426 would just kick in. But those are 390 CFM carbs, and it throw a lot of gas to these motors on these 440 6-pack cars. Now, this factory tag says a car, just a regular Super B, was $3,076. To put the A12 package on it was $462. That's crazy. You couldn't even buy one carburetor for it now for that. That came with a lot of different options when you check that, you know. Had the 4-speed. It had the Dana rear axle. So on and so forth. That vinyl top, floral vinyl top, $102.30. So the final destination was $37,36.75. You could buy this car, put some slicks on it, and some headers, and go drag racing. And that's what it was all about. Win on Sunday, buy on Monday. That's what so many people did with Mopars. That's why I'm such a big fan. My dad's brother had a Chrysler dealership from 62 to 73 when he died. And so we got a lot of these cars back in the day and fond memories. Well, I'll come back and preview that car a little more in depth. I do like that one. I do like this Challenger RT 70. It's a nice piece. It is a 70 RT convertible. It is a 440 car. States 46,000 miles on it, one of 38 446 pack examples produced. And it is a V code. If you take a look at the VIN, see that V? That means it's a 446. U code is a 440. And the R code was a 426 Hemi. So if you're looking to decode a motor, it's what it's all about for big blocks. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the white top with this color and white stripes. I think it would look better in black myself. But it's sweet regardless. Nice little Chevelle SS396 convertible. I like the Kragers on it. Those are timeless wheels. It's amazing people bring cars in, get this beautiful paint job. The stripes aren't put all the way on it. They're about to come off. But you got a rubbing problem right out of the gates. Why not spend some time and fit that door to the body so you don't have that kind of problem? I would never bring something to auction like that. That's crazy. 69, previously owned by Bruce Springsteen. Now I'm going to come back and do a video on this one. That's super cool. 225 to 250 because it was owned by Springsteen from 81 until 87. And it was gifted to an engineer of his and gave it to him. Wow, that's got some neat stuff about this car. I like it. Just to know the boss drove this car, and it is a 4-speed, and he's got the, look at that, he's got the T-handle positioned properly, just to tell you. Oh, I like this car. Top down, pulling gears at 4-speed, looking good, smoking tires. You know that's what Bruce was doing when he owned this thing. He was a boss, man. Is a boss not going to get in this thing and just thrash it? You know he did. Pretty cool stuff to think about. Bruce Springsteen being in this car cruising back in the day. Nice stuff. See him with the top down, smiling, pulling gears. Hey, there goes the boss. I will come back and do a video on that one. Man, look at this Biscayne. This thing's a cool drink of water here now. I love it. 502. Super sweet. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this video at 34 minutes. I'm going to leave you with the boss's car, Bruce Springsteen's 69 SS396 Chevelle. That's super cool stuff. Muscle Car Corner signing out. Hope you guys like the videos I'm going to be bringing to you. This is an example of a little bit more time with variants of cars. So I'll leave you with Bruce Springsteen 69 SS396. Muscle Car Corner signing out. If you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. And appreciate all my subscribers. I'm going to be bringing it to you guys again in 2024. Thank you so much.